Everybody, this is Speechless Reactions. Oh yeah, Speechless Reactions right there. Added some groovy music to it. Adding new stuff here to Speechless, trying to bring you guys the best and most quality content. Okay, let's cringe our way through these TikToks just because we got to know what the other side says. That's why I always try to tell you guys, like, this is how the left's logic works. Like I was just telling you not too long ago. We got to watch these not only because they're hilarious, but because we got to understand that these are real people. These are people you could interact with in public. So get the laughter out now before you actually might have to see them and they're bagging your groceries or whatever. Okay, let's take a look and listen to this one. This is a biological man, just so you know, as we watch this. Take a look and a listen.
It's Thanksgiving week. You want to stir up a little controversy? The bar's been raised this year. New tattoo's not going to do it. Oh, you got your nose pierced? So did Grandma. Well, maybe I'll tell everyone who I voted for and who I'm definitely not voting for. They know. They know. No. You really want to make a splash at the turkey table this year? I'll tell you what you need to do.
I got to tell you, so just as we're getting, because you're about to hear what you're going to need to do, what you got to do, according to this biological man who pretends to be a woman. I really am super uncomfortable by the seductive nature of this man's voice, and how it seems like he's trying to, like, he's part of the red light district or something and trying to draw somebody in. I don't like that. I don't like it. Might be good marketing for his target demographic, but here's what he says you need to do if you really want to cause controversy at Thanksgiving. Take a listen.
Donate to a trans woman's GoFundMe for gender-affirming surgery and watch heads roll. Well, but I don't really have any trans friends. I'll be your friend. Hey, bestie.
No, please don't.
There's a link in my bio. Friends. Minimum donation is just $5. $5 to make Thanksgiving herstory?
Herstory? Oh, my God.
I think that's worth it.
Feminist. I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
Don't you?
No, I don't think it's worth it. And there's a few things we're going to, for the first point that we're going to start off with this, we're going to ignore the whole gender thing about it. And we're just going to point to the fact that I just think it's absolutely hilarious how it starts off with all this stuff. Like, you want to make Thanksgiving? Honestly, it kind of sounds just like a really shitty infomercial. And I'm allowed to say shitty because I'm not on the radio right now, but it sounds like a really shitty infomercial. It's like, you know, when you're trying to stir the pot at Thanksgiving, no, you shouldn't tell people your political views. Don't talk about who you're going to vote for. The real way you stir the pot at Thanksgiving is you give me money. That's pretty much what he just said. Give me money. Not only give me money so I can remove my genitals. That's what he just said. That's what he just said. That is what this man is saying. That's what's going to cause controversy at Thanksgiving. Imagine me. I wouldn't do this. I tell you guys what my money is going to, like, if you guys were feeling kind enough to donate to the Venmo, Cash App, anything like that, or send me a super chat, anything, I tell you what it's going to go to, and I tell you that I'm super thankful for it. How disingenuous is it to be like, this is how you're going to cause the controversy? Imagine me coming up and saying, you want to know how you could cause controversy at Thanksgiving? No, don't tell your tranny cousin that they're actually a man. Don't misgender your woke neighbor. No, give me money so I can get better lighting. No, shitty that sounds. It's terrible. It's terrible. No, be honest with people. This person doesn't actually care. I think that's just hilarious. Just hilarious to me, along with like the whole gender stuff with, I don't know. It's disingenuous to me. This person is probably just trying to get it to pay their bar tab, its bar tab, his bar tab, whatever you want to call it. Because if it's really for the assignment surgery, I mean, apparently you could just join the military and get that paid for. So I don't know. That's the first one. Let's get into this next one. If you weren't terrified by that first one, this one will do it for you. Take a look, and listen. This one's kind of short too. So just let's just let's just look here. This is this. Why do they always look like this? Seriously, I know some of you guys aren't necessarily watching, you're just trying to listen, but why do they always look like this? Seriously. Let's watch. Decided I'm going to misgender I had to pause on that face too. Decided I'm going to misgender my entire family on Thanksgiving so they know how it feels. Oh God, I wish I was a part of this person's family. That's what I have to say. I wish I was a part of this person's family because I would love to be misgendered by them. I've talked about it on my show before because I'm kind of shameless about it. I have two older sisters. They misgender me every holiday. Every holiday they misgender me. They always say, Kevin, we wish you were born so that so it would be 3 sisters in this family and there was no boys. My 2 older sisters, they'll be like, you're Kevina to us. That's the sister we always wanted, Kevina. And you know what I do? You want to know what I do? Do you really want to know? What I do is nothing. I'd be like, don't call me that. Like when I was younger, I'd be like, don't call me that. But I don't really do anything. So for this person to be over here and say, decided I'm going to misgender my entire family on Thanksgiving so they know how it feels, any normal person would probably be out and just start like, just call me a she. Why just call me a she? And then they'd be like, I'm misgendering you so you know how it feels. Oh, okay, cool. That's the interaction that a sane person would have. Oh, okay, cool. Whatever. You want to know why? Because a sane person or a person that doesn't have a serious mental illness doesn't need somebody else to validate their immutable characteristics of their gender to be mentally healthy. They're comfortable enough in who they are to where somebody saying something that they deem as rude or insensitive or just plain weird doesn't really faze them. So do it. See what happens. And see how sane your family is. I'm going to start misgendering my family and seeing what they do. I'll film it. Honestly, after this show, I'm going to go upstairs and call my dad, mom. Again, I'm just going to consistently do it until I can see how annoyed I can make him. I'm going to do it. I'll do that and I'll post it to my YouTube. It'll be funny. But that's that one. I got like 2 more here. Here's this one. This one is crazy. This is a preschool teacher who identifies as quote unquote non-binary. I believe it's a biological woman. They make it hard to tell sometimes, but it's a biological woman. And so let's take a look and a listen to what this lady had to say about the preschool students she has.
Okay, guys, I can't. This is too funny. So I'm at work, and those of you who don't know me, I use they, them pronouns, and I'm a preschool teacher. So instead of using Mr. or Miss, we use mix. So the kids have been really awesome doing that. I work with 3 and 4-year-olds. One of my kiddos came up to me and he goes, "Are you mixed up? Are you mixed up?"
Yes. Are you mixed
I
up?
was like, "No, sweetie, I'm not mixed up. I just use mix instead of Mr. or Mrs." And he's like, "Okay."
This preschool teacher just got owned by a 3rd grader. Are you mixed up? Yes. Yes, you are. You are mixed up. You don't know why? Because you're not non-binary. That's not a thing. It's not a thing. Non-binary. I don't exist within the gender binary. I could just be all of the things. Are you mixed up? Oh my God. That kid, I need to get that kid on the show. He's got a quicker wit than Speedy Gonzalez. Like, I need that kid because that was an amazing thing to say. Because I guarantee you, he just had an innocence to it too. Are you mixed up? That's why even the non-binary chick was laughing, is because are you mixed up? You got to call me Mix. You got to call me Mix because I'm non-binary. Are you mixed up? Yep, she absolutely is. Woo! Kooky, kooky, kooky. Oh, amazing. I love that even she posted. That's a self-own to post that. Okay, I got one more here. I want to talk about this one because I actually saw Ben Shapiro react to it, and it was from a podcast of some kind, and I just thought it was worth talking about. It's not about gender. I know a lot of them are about gender, and I like reacting to the gender ones, but I also want to, before I get to this last one here, I want to point out that because I produce my own show, and I've talked about this a lot in a lot of reaction videos that I do, I can't always, like, I'd love to be able to do blind reactions to things, like where I don't actually watch any of it beforehand. But because I produce it myself and I want to, like, kind of have an idea of the content I'm doing sometimes, and to see if it's actually something that I could react to or I had anything to say about, I can't always do that. And so if you guys have anything you want me to blind react to, and I will do it completely blind, I'll make it clear, email me at Speechless. I also wanted to shout out a big shout out to my good friend Andrea, who sent me an amazing email saying thank you for Thanksgiving. Thank you, Andrea, for sending me that email. Thank you, Check Cash David. I don't know if you're watching right now, but you sent me a text. There was plenty of followers and people that I've never met in person that have followed me since day one for this show. And you sent me in some way a happy Thanksgiving or have a blessed Thanksgiving, anything like that. Thank you so, so, so much. It means so much to me that I've been able to form this community behind this show and that we have a working friendship that would have never happened if I hadn't done this. And so it's God-given, and I firmly believe that. Thank you so much. Praying for you and for anybody who does anything like that. I firmly, firmly appreciate it. So let's get into this last TikTok here, though, because I think it'll be interesting to talk about. So let me get it pulled up here. Look and listen right here.
I've cheated plenty of times in my life, by the way, but I'm a reformed cheater. I would never do it again.
So never again.
Never again.
I mean, maybe.
No, I swear to God, I won't.
Okay.
Everyone deserves a one-time cheat.
Excuse me?
In their relationship or marriage. Just a one time.
I disagree.
You do?
100%. Yes. So it's safe to say you're going to cheat again.
Not when I have a ring on it.
What about engaged? You're just engaged. You're engaged for a year.
That's a gray zone.
Yeah, I know.
But once it's marriage, it's done.
Okay, so there's actually... She's got a little bit of truth to it. A lot of false, but a little bit of truth to it. And the fact that that the end of that statement is once it's marriage, it's done. Yes. Marriage is the time in which, like, you are like, okay, this is my one person forever. So, right. I am ardently against cheating. And there's a few things. Okay, so there's a few things I want to remember and break down with this, because so she starts off saying she's cheated, but she's a reformed cheater. Okay, reformed cheater is something that I have kind of a pickle with. Reasoning behind that is because I've always heard the term, like, once a cheater, always a cheater. And I have some level of a belief in that. Like, if you're getting into a new relationship after you cheated on somebody in a previous one, if you are forthright with that person and saying, I did this in my past, I am ashamed of it, I am unhappy I did it, and that person that you are getting in that relationship with can accept that and believes you, and you believe yourself and you truly mean it, then there is a sense of being a reformed cheater there. But then this girl goes on to say, actually, I'm gonna focus on that one more second, because what I want to say with that is because, like, some people are like, cheaters aren't worth wasting your time with or anything. And to an extent, I can understand that standard. If you want somebody that has always 100% been faithful, I totally get that. I mean, that's what I want. I don't really want to date a cheater. But I also want to point out the fact that people do dumb things all the time. People make mistakes. And I blame no one for getting out of a relationship in which somebody was unfaithful with you. I'm not saying you should forgive them by any means. But all men, and I say men because men, from what I understand, are more likely to cheat. I know that this is about a woman who cheat. I'm just speaking more from a man's perspective. I guess you could flip-flop the genders in the statement I'm thinking of right now, and it would still work. But all men can change. But it is for one woman that he will change. All men can change, but there's only one woman that he can change for. You know? Meaning that there could be a guy who's a rambling man. He went around, he slept around, he seemed not to care. He was rude, he was disgraceful, he lacked manliness and monogamy. But there could be something in which he realizes the errors of his ways, works on himself, and deserves more in the future. Same with a woman. Now, the biggest problem with this lady that I've showed in the TikTok is that then she comes after that and she says, I believe everybody should just get like a one-time pass to cheat. And she said in like a relationship or a marriage. Well, I heavily disagree with that. So did the guy that she was talking to. There shouldn't be just like, oh, well, you should try it once. It's not a new food. It's not a new food. It's not like, oh man, you've never had gumbo. Oh, I should try it once, see if I like it. No, it's not like that. Oh man, you've never cheated on your spouse? Oh, you should just try it once, see if you like it. No, it's not like that. That's not how it works. But yet this girl is like, well, everybody should be able to try it at least once. Come on, like it's a once in a lifetime experience. No, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not what you should strive for. There's nothing more precious in this world than the sanctity and bond between a monogamous relationship. There's there's very little that could be. I'm hyperbolizing a little bit because somebody could probably come up with an exception. But truly, there is something so precious and beautiful about a monogamous relationship, and to ruin that for a cheap thrill is incredibly saddening to me that anybody would push that kind of ideology. And that kind of circles back to a lot of the things about divorce and everything we were talking about earlier. But that's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share it with your friends too. Comment what you think, as always, not only in the live chat comments, but anything in the regular comments too also pushes this up in people's algorithms. That would be helpful. Thank you guys so much. I am thankful for each and every one of you. I hope you had a blessed Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a wonderful week. There will be new content coming out this week, everybody. I know I took kind of a hiatus for the holiday last weekend, but God bless you. God bless America. And until next time, thank you so much for tuning in to Speechless.